In today's video we're gonna change the water, the antifreeze of the car. So as you can see here, the antifreeze, it's really dirty. Okay, so as you can see inside, it's really dirty, and also the expansion tank is really dirty, and I will try to clean it up. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Things that I'm gonna use is all here. So starting with a few flushes, I'm gonna use a few bottles of water. This is tap water that I'm gonna use to flush the engine a few times. Also I have some distilled water here, and also I have a liquid moly. Also I have some original antifreeze. This is for when I will put the distilled water and also the antifreeze. And also I have some other types of antifreeze that you can use. So it's a type D. Okay, so this is the things that I'm gonna use, and let's start. Thing you do is remove this screw here and this one, and there are 3 on this side and 3 on the other side, so you have 8 screws to remove. So remove the shielding, and then you can get the water hoses. Once you've taken out the shield, you will see that you have your radiator here, and here you have your radiator hose, but you have to unclamp this clamp that is right that is right here, but it's behind on the other side. So you have to unclamp that hose and leave all the water to all the antifreeze to hold antifreeze to come down. To do this job you also need at least one type of hose clamp. As you can see here, hose pliers, clamp pliers, or this is another type, but they all do the same job because it's very tight underneath, and you definitely need one of those hose clamp. So this is the first round of that I got out. Now I'm gonna show you how I did it. As you can see here, this is the hose clamp. There's my tool. This is the rubber hose, and as you can see, I took it out. I emptied the radiator. I also opened the screw on the top side so air could get in, and now I'm gonna close it, put some water in, and it will be normal water. I will only use distilled water with antifreeze at the end. Also I'm gonna run the engine for 10-20 minutes. I'm gonna do a trip so the inside of the engine could get a really good clean and wash. So yeah, this is the first water change, and let's see how the next batch of water comes out. So pro tip, after you release the clamp here, when you put in the hose, check with your finger that the hose is correctly in and the clamp is correctly tightened. If not, redo it again, because it's really important that this hose stays in and you can feel it on this side with your finger, so you know that the whole hose is all the way in. So this is a pro tip. Remember to do this so you know that you got the hose correctly in. So now I'm gonna put some water in the engine. Also, when you put the water in, I didn't put it now. When you put the water in, be careful to air out. Here you have an air thing, and you have to open this and make sure that all the air comes out of the system, so you don't have air pockets in your system. So when you put the water in, unscrew this screw, this plastic screw, as you can see. Put it right here, and now you can put some water in until the water comes out of this side. When it comes out, it means that the radiator is full, and you can close it down, and then you can add a little more water. Also, when you're testing it on the road, get yourself a 5-liter bottle of water, so if the car says that you don't have any water, you can add a little bit more water. So now the engine is running. As you can see, some air bubbles. As you can see, some air bubbles are here inside because the air gets trapped in and it comes out. Also, I don't know if you can see, but water is circulating here. I don't know if I can show you. Okay, hope you can see it. So now what I'm gonna show you is how not to get water trapped inside the radiator. So we have this hose here. Be careful not to lose the screw, it's very important. If you lose it, shut down the engine. So as you can see, water comes outside. Okay, so as you can see, water came outside there. That means the air pockets are out. As you can see inside here, there's some bubbly stuff. So yeah, for now I'm gonna run the engine with this water for a little bit and have the engine wash itself, clean itself. Then we're gonna get the water out. And also remember, doing this job, it's quite dangerous for the engine. You can ruin your engine if you have any loose hoses, or you forget to put this screw in or the hose underneath. You can ruin your engine, so be really careful when doing this job. I put in 2.5 liters of normal water for now. There is the old water that was inside, so you see it's quite dirty. Usually you have to change this water every 3 years or maximum 4 years. It's best if you change it 3 years. This water, I think it has 6 or 7 years, so the coolant breaks down and it doesn't look this yellowy, and it breaks down and it looks really bad. So keep checking to see if you have water in the reservoir. You can see that we have water inside with bubbles. I'm gonna run the engine for a little bit so it washes itself, and then we're gonna take out the water. So be really careful doing this job. It's not for the beginners, it's for medium and experienced mechanics. So let me see if the second time around I can show you how the hose clamps down. So I got the hose clamp in. This is loose. You need to clamp the hose, and you need to help yourself to this hole right here so you can fix the clamp in. And afterwards, let's see if I can Be careful, the water is really hot, so be careful when you pull the hose out, it can explode. So do it really slowly, really slowly. Okay, so as you can see, water already starts to come out. Okay, be ready to have something to catch the water with. Okay, let's see. So the water is quite hot because it comes from the engine, and I showed you a little bit. Now I need to use my both hands because it's quite difficult with one hand. So yeah, let's see. If the water gets quite hot, you can use some gloves. I already have some gloves here, some fabric gloves, so you don't burn your hand. The hand that is on my hose is quite hot, so yeah, let's get some little more water out. So yeah, this is all the water that I got out. You can imagine that the water is still dirty, so there's a lot of dirt inside. Okay, so the water is still dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna put the water in another bottle and I will show you afterwards. So I will keep doing this process of washing the engine. As you can see, it needs a little bit of washing because there's a lot of dirt inside. If you change it regularly, like every 3 years, you don't get this problem with getting dirty water inside your engine. Also, you don't have heating problem and also cooling problems for the engine. I also wanted to do a video on the clamp, the hose clamp, so how I catch it with my hose pliers. So as you can see, it's an intelligent clamp. It has a knuckle there that you have to secure, but this time I couldn't secure it. So let's open the clamp and secure it. So yeah, this is the hose clamp. So this is the secure. So the way you catch it, you have this. You have this, and practically this go inside here, and the other one, but I need to open the clamp more. Okay, so the way you got in the clamp is this piece right here and the other piece right here. So this is how you okay, so this is the clamp. This is the clamp on your hose and your radiator. So this goes in right here, and this goes like this. Hope you can see it really well. So you have to clamp it, bam. So now the clamp is secure. You can release the plier, and the clamp should stay secure inside, but it doesn't stay. So yeah, it doesn't work, but we're gonna use the pliers like this. This should have gone inside here, but it does not. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I will put the pliers in and put the hose in, but this is how you should clamp your hose. You can also clean a little bit of your water tank using a toothbrush. As you can see, the tank is quite dirty, so what you can clean a little bit here and there, just clean a little bit, because this water will gonna come out eventually. So yeah, just clean a little bit here, so this dirt will come outside. You can unmount the tank and clean it really good. So I went for a look, and this is the second flush, coolant flush, and now we're gonna get to the third coolant flush. So I already took out the clamp. Remember that the water is really hot, so do it slowly, really slowly. So this is the water from the third time. So the water is still dirty, as you can see. So we're gonna go to the fourth flush. Imagine that you can avoid this if you change your water every 3 years. So you don't have to wait for 5, 6, 7 years like me, and you can do it for 3 years and you don't have this dirty water. Also, the heat inside now, it's so hot that it's burning my hands, so everything gets clean, the engine gets cooler, having coolant, high quality coolant inside, and not this dirty water. So I also want to wash this part. As you can see, it's quite dirty, and it's quite easy to get it out. You need a 10mm wrench like this, a socket. You put it in there, you open it up, then you take the two hoses out, and this comes right out. So now you have this out, and as you can see, it's quite dirty, the difference between the upper part and the down part. So yeah, I'm gonna clean it as best as I can. So here I clean it a little bit. As you can see the difference, and the down part is clean, so a little bit. So yeah, let's clean it a little bit and see how it goes. So this is the result that I get. So I put some small coins inside and I shake it really well, and this is what came out. It's not perfect, but it's the best that I could. I will try to clean it a little bit more. The reason why here doesn't get clean, because inside it has a plastic thing and you cannot shake really well so it gets clean. But all in all, I think we got really clean, as best as you can. I don't think this part is expensive, so if you want you can change it and buy another one. But for me, for now, the most important part is, so you can see here when the water is low, here it's low and here it's full. So yeah, I'm gonna try to clean a little bit more here, but all in all it got cleaned quite well. So this is my second time trying to clean it. As you can see, almost all the dirt came out. Here there's a plastic thing and you cannot take it out, but all in all I'm really pleased, and this is the place that I'm most interested to see the coolant line. But as you can see, all in all I'm really pleased with the result. So yeah, I used only some water and I used some coins to shake it inside. So I shake it really well for 5 minutes, and this is the result. So you can also do this to clean it up. Now I'm gonna do the fourth engine flush to see how much dirt still comes outside. So I installed the water tank, so as you can see it looks quite nice. You can definitely see the water inside, and also you can see the water line. So I'm quite pleased with the result. So you can see the water line. So yeah, this is the result of cleaning the coolant. So it looks quite nice. You can see the water line, but I will still flush the engine a few more times to get all the dirt out, and afterwards we will put the yellowy fluorescent stuff in, and it will look much better. So yeah, keep on grinding. So this water from the fourth wash. So this is the fourth flush, and we have one, let's see here, you have 1, 2, 3. This is the expansion tank, the tank that I clean, and this is the fourth. I'm gonna put this over this one because I still have 2 more to go, so let's keep doing it. So now, after a few times flushing the engine, I'm gonna use this liquid moly, and I'm gonna flush the engine, put it in, and this will clear out all the debris that's inside the engine. So the liquid is quite clear. I'm gonna show you inside. Okay, so now so yeah, this is the radiator cooler. I put it in. Now I'm gonna put some water in. So I did the fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did the fifth engine flush. As you can see in this one, there's a lot of bubbles. This one is the one that I use the liquid moly. This liquid moly, you can use it for 10 liters of water. I only use it for 2.5, so it's really concentrated. So you can use it for a lot of times. Now I put another 2.5 liters of water inside the engine, and I will let it run. So I will wash this additive for cleaning, because you have to wash it because it's very, very strong and corrosive. So after you use it, do another coolant flush. You really need to do another coolant flush. So this is the last that I'm gonna do. So this is what comes out after you put the liquid moly engine cleaner inside. So it's really important, after you put the cleaner inside, you can use half a bottle. It's really important that you flush the engine again, because as you can see, there's a lot of liquid still remaining inside. You can see with all the bubbles, and it's really important after you put the engine cleaner, the liquid moly engine cleaner or any other engine cleaner, it's really important that you flush the engine at least 1 more time, or if you can do it 2 more times. But the day is ending and I don't have too much time to do another engine flush. This will be the last one, and afterwards I will put the antifreeze in, and yeah, that's about it. So let's put some distilled water, demineralized water without minerals, so it's a water without minerals. This is the bottle. So it's distilled water. It costs, I think, €1 or €2. something like that. So I definitely recommend to put this water in because it has no mineral inside. So yeah, keep this in mind when you do an engine flush. Also keep in mind that it takes about 3 or 4 hours to do this engine flush, and this is the result. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt and debris inside the engine, so keep that in mind. So this is how much detergent was left still inside, so keep that in mind. After flushing with liquid moly, there's a lot of detergent that still remains inside the engine, so keep that in mind. So seeing how much foam was in the sixth liquid flush, I decided to do another one. As you can see, put some water in. I drive the car for half an hour. As you can see, the liquid is on, yeah, so how you can see the liquid is down here. So always check it's at the minimum. Always check your liquid after you air out all the system. So be careful. Now the engine is hot and it can blow in your face. You're really careful. Okay, so some liquid has come out. As you can see, there's still some foam inside. Yep, you still have some foam. So now I'm gonna flush the engine for the last time, for the 7th time, and then I'm gonna put the antifreeze in. So this is the water for 7th flush. As you can see, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when I put liquid moly in, the engine flush liquid, 6, and now we are going to 7. And as you can see, it's quite clear, so now we can put the coolant in, and also distilled water, water without minerals. It's very important. So as you can see, the water is quite clear. So yeah. Now we're gonna put the antifreeze. now we need to take out some air from the system, so let's let it breathe. And now the liquid goes down. And now we're gonna put more. So I put about 2 liters of antifreeze, and the rest I'm gonna put water in. Now I'm gonna start the car and see how the liquid goes inside. Okay. So that's it for now. As you can see, we have really nice liquid. So yeah, this is the final result. Be sure to check afterwards. Don't forget to put the screw in here. After a few kilometers, 5 or 10 kilometers, be sure to check, because there are some trap pockets of air inside and you will need to air them out. So this is the video. This video is dedicated to Cyprian, that he has a similar problem to his car, and I wanted to show him how different the water gets and what you must do. So this is clear. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.